Honorable Union Minister for Finance, Sri Pranab Kumar Mukherjee, Honorable Members of Parliament, Sri P.C. Chako, Sri P. Rajiv, Member of the Kerala Legislative Assembly, Sri K. M. Mani, President ICAI, Mr. Amarjit Chopra, Mr. Narendra, CMD IOB, Mr. B.S. Bersin, CGM State Bank of India, Mr. Ramaswamy, Vice President of ICA, Chairman of SIRC, Mr. Babu Abraham Kallivayil, other distinguished members on the dais, distinguished invitees from different walks of life, members of the Institute, media friends, ladies and gentlemen. At the outset, as the representative of this beautiful city, which is known as the Queen of the Arabian Sea, I wish to welcome our Honorable Finance Minister Pranabji and all the delegates who have come from the different parts of the country. I also wish that the honorable delegates who have come here may spend a few days in Kerala, which is known as God's own country, and go back as our ambassadors. I deem it a great honor and privilege to share the dais along with the Honorable Finance Minister Pranabji on the occasion of the 42nd Regional Conference of Southern India Regional Council of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, in front of a large number of chartered accountants from different parts of the country. Under the UPA's second government, our GDP growth has been consistently improving. The government's welfare measures for the needy and downtrodden has been successful. The speed with which the country is progressing is noteworthy, and large investments are pouring in. It is the duty of the chartered accountants to advise the government for effective utilization of funds which should reach the poor, since the government has a considerable number of schemes to benefit the needy and the common man. Chartered accountants have been playing a pivotal role in ushering in a new era of fiscal efficiency through their ceaseless service to the profession, which in turn brings in many ideas to the policymakers. The economy of the country revolves around the professionals like chartered accountants. Today, the chartered accountants' involvement is no longer limited to corporate share, but other bodies also, for instance, in the decision-making process of the state government and the central government. When the government decided to bring in an amendment in the Companies Act, the Institute was requested to offer the reviews. When there is a sea change in the provisions of indirect taxes and a proposal to introduce GST, the chartered accountants were the first to consult it. The role of the Institute with the Ministry of Corporate Affairs is very appreciable, particularly when the Ministry brought in the early exit scheme. I compliment the Institute for its proactive role in providing input to the administrators. I may recall one of your past presidents, Mr. C.C. Chokashi, headed the Finance Commission for a few decades ago. Another past president of your institute, Mr. Y.H. Mallegam, headed a committee on restructuring the banking industry, which is fondly remembered by you all as the Mallegam Committee report. These are only illustrative pieces of information that I thought I could share to appreciate the role played by the chartered accountants in the country. This conference is one occasion which will provide an opportunity to all of you to share your thoughts and also refresh your mind by meeting your professional colleagues. I am benefited from your thoughts here. I must also compliment the organizers for conducting this conference in a befitting manner, and I wish the conference a phenomenal and resounding success. I wish that the participants benefit from this conference. I thank the organizers for the opportunity to share my thoughts here and wish you all success in your endeavor. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. And to introduce the chief guest, may I call upon CA VX Jose, member SIRC. A very brief introduction of the chief guest.
Distinguished and eminent chief guest, Honorable Union Finance Minister, Sri Pranab Kumar Mukherjee, other distinguished and eminent dignitaries honored of the dais, invited guests, esteemed members of the profession, ladies and gentlemen. Very good evening to all of you. I am extremely delighted and honored to formally introduce our distinguished chief guest. Our chief guest was born on 11 December 1935 in Merathi village in West Bengal to lay Sri Kamada Kinkar Mukherjee and lay Srimati Rajalakshmi Mukherjee. His father was a freedom fighter and was imprisoned for more than 10 years and participated in all Congress movements from 1920. He began his career as a college lecturer and later as a journalist and has been an advocate. An admirable personality with an affable nature, the Honorable Minister's political career dates back to 5 decades, having held distinguished positions in the government of India. He is well respected and accepted within the party and social circles. His contributions in the Union Cabinet is considered practically indispensable. He believes in inclusive growth. As Finance Minister, he expanded funding for social sector schemes like the National Rural Employment Guarantee, girls' literacy, and healthcare. Also, he expanded infrastructure programs like the National Highway Development Program, expansion of electricity coverage, and the Jawaharlal Nehru National Urban Renewal Mission. A person of simplicity and known for his honesty, Honorable Minister is admired for his candid views on any matters that come to him. He had the distinction of presiding over many international groups of ministers across the world. Honorable Minister had the excellence of being rated as one of the best 5 finance ministers of the world, and he has also conferred Best Parliamentarian Award for 1997. He has authored many books and has passion for reading, gardening, and music. His contributions to society and the nation as a whole are immeasurable and invaluable, and what I presented before you is only minuscule of his contributions and achievements. We consider the presence of Honorable Union Finance Minister to inaugurate this wonderful program as a great honor bestowed upon the members of this prestigious Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. With this brief words of introduction, on behalf of the conference committee and on behalf of all of you present here, let me extend a warm and cordial welcome to our chief guest, an astute leader and one of the architects of modern India, Honorable Union Finance Minister, Sri Pranab Kumar Mukherjee. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, Jose. And before I ask the FM to